Welcome to the show where we talk about movies. We are the Rewind Guys, and the Rewind Guys have done this.
Oh, God.
Yes.
The Rewind Guys.
Can you imagine waking up every day with some random asshole like Mr. Good Morning here trying to hack you up with
Okay, so this movie stars some guy. I don't think I wrote his name down. Everybody's name down. Yeah, it stars...
Some guy, another guy.
Yeah, it's got a few people. It's got Frank Grillo. He's
hot.
He is
He's a hunky guy.
one jacked 56-year-old.
He's 50.
He is
Yeah.
56.
Wow.
You know, I could tell that he was older, but I would not have guessed 56.
I would not have either. He's looking good.
And he's a perfect generic action guy.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
very hip.
He's bringing...
And
You can tell we're not hip. He's very hip.
He's got something.
oh, yeah.
He's kind of taking us back to how action stars were in the 80s. You know? They were
He was not
muscly.
fat.
No, man. Action stars in the 80s were like ripped and like their pecs were like huge. You know? These are ripped, muscular dudes, you know? We're bringing it back. We're
I can tell you're very excited about it.
Oh, I'm excited. Okay, no. I just wanted to point that out.
I think you did.
Yeah.
I think we got there.
All right, yeah, we got there.
Next.
Okay, so
The next hunk in the movie is played by...
Wakey, wakey. Heads up. Shoes, pants, low bridge, shirt. On your left. I'll take that.
is this not the douchiest dude bro service film we have ever watched?
This really is. I almost I watched a few minutes of it before I picked it, and I was like, I almost don't want to pick this because of that. But I thought it'd be really good to talk about.
I mean, we got our fast cars. I hate the lead guy. We'll get into that in just a moment
But
here.
about the cars, though, there is the chase scene several times where that minivan keeps up pretty good with the muscle
I was
car.
thinking that.
And I like
really
to see
does.
that.
Oh man, the funny part is I obviously seen that chase numerous times, and I never thought about that.
Yeah. I think it was like
Neither did I.
a Dodge or maybe a Chrysler Town and
Oh,
Country.
yeah.
Very nice.
Between Dodge and the 7 production companies behind this, that is where they got their money to make this movie. They had a lot of people backing this because everyone's like, I don't know if it's worth going all the way in on this, but we'll give you a couple bucks. When and why did they bug his tooth with a blinking
Oh, my
transmitter, no
God.
less?
I'm really confused by that situation.
Yeah, we talked about that last night. It's still very... I guess it was with that lady in the bar,
That doesn't make sense.
right? And
Yeah.
he was all drunk, and then they went...
To his place. But
no! They went and put the tooth in! And then to his place, right?
they did not make it seem like that. They're in the bar, and the bartender, who's
Oh.
very creepy, by the way, is just all like, you should take her home.
Well, I
And
think
he
that
smiles,
was-
and she's like, you should take her home.
Yeah, I think she was in on it, too.
No.
But, like, that's his
Everyone
bar.
in the movie was in on it.
Yeah,
Even the guy getting carjacked.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know,
think
it's
the
weird.
bartender knew him because he's probably there all the time.
Yes, it's his bar.
Knows that he's like single or divorced or whatever, and he's like obviously, kind of down in the dumps, and she's like, go home, do this chick, you'll feel better. That's what I got from it.
Kinda what I was taking.
Also, I think he went to the dentist first. Then the dentist and him obviously got along because she was flirting with him while she was sedating him, which is odd.
Okay.
Then they went to the bar, got drunk, went back to his place.
That's kind of what I
Oh,
thought,
man.
too. But
That's
it
kind of what
doesn't-
I assumed as well.
It doesn't really tell you either of these stories.
But also, why go through the trouble of bugging his tooth when you're just going to kill him a few hours later? When you have him sedated in the chair, just kill him there. Why bug him, let him free, wait a few hours, and then chase after him?
Or
until he dies?
when he's drunk at the bar with the lady, just go behind him. Done. It's a fart gun.
Go behind
Minions in here.
shirt on him.
Go behind him, stick it in his butt. You know?
But that's just like, okay, how about this? How about, I'm assuming his ex-wife, Naomi Watts, doesn't spend all day, every day at this place. And yet, she is going to send him this cryptic coded message in this book and all this shit. Why not just be like, call him up on your time off or go over there, do something like, hey, I need you to kill this guy. He's a bad guy.
She tried to get a hold of him. She even said, she's like, oh, you're, I don't know what, not answering your phones or something. And then he's like, well, you know.
Okay, but she sent him a parcel.
Yeah.
I thought that too. She has this like this weird figure this out when in the back she couldn't just say like, hey, this is what's going on.
Yeah, and he's
Kill these people.
clearly not a smart guy. He has all these people following him. Oh man, every day they track me down and they kill me. And then he gets this epiphany halfway through the movie. Oh my God, they're tracking me. They're what? Seriously? You're supposed to be the smart Navy SEAL guy, and this just now dawns on you?
They're tracking me.
The way they have Mel Gibson talking as like this like guy in charge, scientist, evil guy is awful. The one-liners, the stupid quips. Okay, come on. The
only thing I remember from him is the speech.
I don't remember what he said.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember what he said. I just remember him giving a long, boring speech.
There's I don't like all these stupid little things like when they had the security guys come in and the main guy was all like, "Oh, look, it's Royd and Rage."
Oh,
I thought that was actually kind of funny. I did.
What? Oh my
I
God.
did. I was thinking about it like in real life. You see these two beefcake guys, and then you poke a joke at them about
poke a joke.
poke a joke at them. You know,
joke.
I don't know
Like
what
poke a
I'm
joke at you real quick. No, or how about and I'm sorry, some of this I wish I wrote down more, but some of this seems like they're just shoving it in there. Like
Yeah, they
for
are.
instance, Guano when she was doing her sortery and
that was terrible. She just like every time.
yeah,
What's she even doing?
It
Nothing.
didn't even seem right at the end when he became in less than 40 days
Oh,
a samurai master who was able to
That's
take
Japanese, okay? I mean, we could leave race out of this, but Mel Gibson is in the movie, and they talk about Jews and Hitler. A bit weird.
it's
Yeah,
like,
you know what? That's
so
the
weird.
scene I thought you were talking about, but I wasn't
Yeah.
sure.
oh no.
But anyway, yeah, Samurai
I never
Warrior.
put that together.
Oh, I noticed
It was
right away.
really
Let's not talk
weird.
about race. Let's not talk about race, Mel Gibson. Who are we
Yeah.
kidding? Yeah, it's pretty good. No, I was just gonna say that it seemed shoehorned even for her character when she's like drawing her sword and she's like, shit's about to get steel.
Oh, my God.
She said that? I didn't
Yes.
catch it at all.
That was awful. And least not forget the name of the company.
Die Now.
Yes.
Ah.
Dumb as shit.
I felt that the movie
Yeah.
was telling me to commit suicide to be free.
Whoa. I don't know about that. You think he could have mapped out all the shit that was happening to him in like, what, 40, 50 days? He's dodging this like machete and all this other stuff, walking around bullets. And it's like,
He's a fast learner.
Oh, I mean,
Learner.
you know, yeah.
nope.
Compared to the other movie we've watched like this, like how many days did they show him failing over and over and over? At the
Didn't
same
they
thing?
imply like it was hundreds?
Yeah.
Hundreds. And here's the thing, too. I don't know what the scientific term is, but there is the butterfly effect, right? Like, if he doesn't retrace every single step to the T, wearing the same clothes with the same stuff, wouldn't it affect other people's thought processes and whatnot? Everything would change.
That's kind of what was annoying me through this is it wasn't always the same.
No.
So like machete guy would come in and attack and something different would happen every single time.
Yes, I didn't understand that because that was when, toward the end, when he gave up and was like, why even go on anymore? And yeah, sometimes the guy would come in and shoot him. Sometimes he'd come in and stab him. And I'm like, why is it different if he's just laying there?
Wasn't one of the times he was practically humping him?
Yeah.
I rewatched that a few times just to make sure, I knew what was going on.
He's like, "Ah!" He's really raged, okay?
Just poking a joke at him.
Yeah, it was.
No, I thought all the video game aspect, including the name of the movie, Boss Level, did not fit.
Just shoehorned in.
It was really forced. And I think they were just trying to appease the fact that video games are popular now, I guess. I don't know.
Trying to appeal to the youthful spirit of America.
Yeah, I didn't really get I was very confused if it was supposed to be like a video game type thing, but then it wasn't supposed to be, and then I was like, whoa.
But then it was.
I
don't
honestly
know.
think aside from there being some kind of video game tournament going on in the background, there was nothing to do with video games in this movie.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, there
multiple
was.
lives, the bad guys, the boss fights.
No, I get it, but it just seems like they were kind of trying to put a theme
But
to
then,
something that didn't need a theme.
They obviously saw, as we did, the movie needed something. And they tried.
Yeah, they needed
It
to
just-
trim back 25 minutes.
They needed to just rewrite the movie.
Yeah.
This all makes sense now. The diner is underground. Just like this place.
Here's what I don't understand. He didn't understand why at first he lived 3 minutes past his usual death time. He's like, oh man, it's because I was underground. When he realized he was obviously being tracked, it clicked eventually here. And he's like, just like the diner. That doesn't make sense. How were they tracking him at the diner then?
well, that's why it took so long.
Yeah. You're saying it took
Like it was really spotty.
Wait, what took so long?
them finding him.
Yeah, that's why he could drink so much. Well,
I
what,
thought
it
he
take, like,
could drink
45
so much
minutes or
because
something?
he had to rush there real quick. I thought that's why he's like, I have to get here real
No,
quick.
no. His whole goal was to rush there really quick so he could drink for the rest of his
More.
life.
Yeah.
I guess. I also didn't like how everybody always showed up at the same location. Like Kaboom, Guan Yin, the dudes,
These people.
Robert 2 or Roy 2 or whatever our
Roy
name was.
2.
Roy,
What are the odds
2D2.
that there is someone that looks exactly like him?
Yeah.
But I kind of thought that was
Yeah,
an interesting little thing to add. It could happen.
you know,
Sure.
the comedy elements of this movie were okay. Some of them. Some of them. How about this juicy piece of dialogue? Just hit me. When he confronts Pam, finds out he was being killed by Hitler's gun, and she's like, are you going to kill me now? No, I'm going to shoot you.
The bullets are going to kill her, huh?
Yeah,
See?
I was
Oh, if
a
he
little
said,
disappointed by that one. That was where I was like, this is like...
you should be a writer. You should be, because
Yeah.
if he had said, I'm not going to kill you, the bullets are, pew, pew, I'd have been like, all right. But he's like,
I'd be an all right writer.
yeah, but he's all like, I'm not going to kill you. Pew, pew. I'm going to shoot you.
I was waiting the whole time for that other lady. I know she was the driver.
Yeah.
But I was waiting the whole time for her to be like behind him and shoot him. Because like she's not doing anything anyway.
Yeah. No.
She's
Why-
Just driving somewhere, just driving.
Yeah.
Actually, she wasn't even in on it. They called Uber, and
Oh,
just got
that would
wrapped up
have
in
been
the whole
awesome. That would have been pretty funny. See,
Hopefully,
look it!
It's a tip.
You need to work with Chris and Eddie.
No,
Show them what's up.
No, they watched this movie is real. This type of movie, like you said, is so popular right now. I just watched another movie that came out recently. This was a week or two ago called "The Little Map of Tiny Perfect Things" or something. I don't know. It really wasn't a great movie.
Wow.
But it was the same thing where this guy, he's like a teenager or something, and he kept waking up, reliving the same day over and over again, just like the other movie that we did,
Is this
just like
got,
the other
like,
movie that
Andy
was
Samberg in it?
No.
Oh, because I know there was one that was very similar to this that has him in it.
Don't worry, son. I'll come back for you.
Okay, Netflix did it better with Ark.
Ark is a good rendition of this, and it came out quite a few years ago.
It came out 2016, and let me tell you something. Had no-name actors, acted better.
No budget.
Yeah, it had less than $2 million. and it kicks this movie's ass. I'm sorry, it does.
We got to pick it next.
The only thing I'll give it
say-
credit for, or I will discredit it for, in comparison to this movie, is it's not a comedy. This one obviously is meant to be comedic.
This movie was supposed to be a satire on action movies, is what I was reading.
Okay.
So I kind of like some of it makes more sense after reading that, but I don't think it was done very well or implied very well.
No.
Yeah,
It
I think
felt like it was trying to take itself seriously.
It did. It did.
if you have to look up separately what the movie was supposed to be to know
Yeah.
what the movie is, it's probably not a good sign.
This movie was a satire, and it made me sad tired.
Oh.
So stupid.
Yikes.
Yeah.
It turned me into a sad tire.
It's better than mine.
Well, I am the writer.
Yeah.
Come on. Hollywood. Call
Yeah.
me.
What do you want, Roy?
I lost you, okay? I know that. I blew it. I made my peace with it. Please don't let that happen with my son. That's all I'm asking.
This guy's a dick. He is an awful human being.
Yeah, that's I think the douchiness of the main character is one of the things I was like, holy shit, this looks really bad.
He is an asshole. He tries to get back with his ex-wife after ditching out on her and their kid. Like, well, now he's all grown up and you've done all the work and shit. I'm here.
He learned from his mistakes, which is what the point of the movie is.
Okay, how about this? Don't go
turning his
back.
life around.
Don't go back and change the future, Mel Gibson. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use this time with my son because he's like, after his depression, he's like, well, shit, I got nothing else. Well, I guess I can hang out with my son. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's make that the last resort. Then uses all the information that he's got from his son on his ex-wife to get back in her pants. He is a dick.
I think she was wearing a dress.
Whatever. All I know is I'm just this
You're
guy.
just jealous because you're not his ex-wife.
He's a selfish piece of shit. Because even
Also-
at the end, when he's like, "Oh, it's the end of the world, but my world's over, so what do I care?" Really?
True,
Yeah.
though.
No.
It's true.
Who
It's
gives
true.
a shit if you're you want the entire
You're
world
not
to go
gonna
with
know.
you.
You're
Nobody's
dead.
gonna know.
Exactly.
Okay, here's another one. If everything explodes because of the machine ending the world, how is it resetting?
That's what I said.
It makes no
the
sense.
explosion itself
No.
causes
Yeah, that
a
doesn't make
time paradox.
You see, he's always just a little bit closer to the explosion than the machine is.
That's so stupid. No, it doesn't make sense unless I'm reading this all wrong.
I mean, we could look at the whole thing and say it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, let's
Which is
start
what
with
we've been
the
doing.
whole time traveling back through each day.
Yeah.
So true. I just
Also, like, he's also wondering how they're finding him when he steals the most flashy, like, obviously spottable car on the road.
Yeah, and after getting like in car crashes and dying, doing the same, stealing the same car, taking the same route, why doesn't he just go the other way?
because fear of the unknown. He doesn't know what's over there. No,
Why is he afraid of it? He's gonna know after just one try.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh, all right. Here.
Which leads to my most hated scene.
Ooh, what?
When he steals it and he crashes and he gets hit by the bus.
Actually, I kind of like that scene.
I liked it the first few times it happened. But on the last time it happened, it showed all the old people panicking to get off the bus, and the one lady steps on his face like, he's in my way! Like,
I kind
it's
of
just-
like that though, because then he's like, "Can't," or something like, "Why can't I just be dead already?" or something like
Yeah.
that. I
it
don't
was just,
know.
it was so, like, the line of, he's in my way. He's like, he's dead on the ground.
She's
He's-
old. She doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, she don't
no,
give a
that
shit
was
about
just-
life anymore.
She's on his level now.
Yeah.
Boss up.
Come on. Let's go. Dude, die already. God damn it.
He's in my way!
I do like when he realizes he's being tracked or whatever,
Okay.
and he's in the bathroom, because of course it's got to be like in his private area for some reason.
No, at one point the one guy said, because the one day he tracked on the guy and he's like, "Where's the tracking thing?" He's like, "It's in your ass."
Yeah.
And so I think he took it literally. He's like,
He's like, I haven't shit today, so.
Was it backwards day?
well, maybe he already looked in his ass and he's like, "Oh, he's in my
Well,
dick."
but then the guy comes in, he's like, "You want to help me look for this?" And he's like, he just goes away.
I would have thought it funnier had the guy been like, and just walked in the bathrothing.
That would have been good. Yes.
That would have been a lot more entertaining.
Oh man.
That would have been a more creepy reset for the day if all of a sudden he just woke up again.
Miss opportunity.
What about the main, like, the big old security guy?
Oh, Brett.
I think he was my favorite guy. In the
I-
Will
movie.
Sasso?
Hated him because
really?
you could tell the whole time he's trying to be Mr. Tough Guy, but does not play it well at all.
And see, he's actually in all the movies I've ever seen him in. He is like a big teddy bear, which
Yeah.
was really weird.
His gruffy voice didn't really fit him at all. He's like trying to do something with his chin, and you can tell he's really trying.
Yeah.
It's just not
He's
working.
not a tough guy.
I think his lines may have actually been some of the few good ones in the movie.
When he
Like-
got stabbed was good.
Yes.
That was the
He's
best
like,
part.
How did he launch that car over that wall?
I know.
Yeah.
He spent all day building a ramp out in the parking lot, right?
Yeah, and no one
Yeah.
cared.
No one gave a shit.
We're like,
No,
We'll get him in a
he
minute.
found a car hauler and like treated it like GTA and just jumped over that.
Okay, but even still, I think there'd be some red flags. They
Yeah.
seem pretty high security there. Like
he went.
This guy's pulling a semi into a parking lot. You know what? That's normal. That's normal.
He went to a garage, had hydraulics installed in the car, and I was like, just jumped right over it.
it's so stupid. It's so dumb. The one of the only good parts about this that kind of put me in high spirits, and it's not even the movie, is when
The best part about the movie, and it's not even the movie.
it's when they started playing Boston, the classic rock music and shit. It's like, it's been such a long time. You
when
know,
was
song?
that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
Beginning of
remember
the
that
end.
You guys are
part.
so
What was
upset with the movie. Like, you just, like, tuned it out. I don't know, like, toward the end when he's just like, well, fucking do this. And, like, Boston kicks in. I'm like, yeah. You know, and it's like, it kind of put me in the mood, but it wasn't the movie.
That's where the movie was filmed, you know.
That
Boston.
was the main character
Was
that
it?
put you in the
No, I
mood.
just made that up. I mean, it could have been. I don't know.
What?
I said that was the main character that put you in the mood.
Yeah.
yeah, it was. No, I just and it didn't hit me until you kind of showed up and we were talking about it a little bit. I was thinking Guan Yin put that whole like polar
Yeah.
effect on me from the shoehorned in like assassins,
Kaboom and
but all of them,
Guan Yin.
yeah. It's like they had that same kind of like thing going on.
We've done a few movies now where there's like this group of assassins, and each one has this very odd, loud, stereotypical personality
Yes.
thing, and I hate it so much.
It also doesn't make any sense for an assassin to be such an identifiable weird
Yes.
character. Like it's like, man, holy shit, somebody just killed that guy. Did you see who did it? It's like, yeah, it's the dude in the fur-covered truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I get that he dies every day, but where the fuck are the police? He is
Yeah.
zipping
he's
around
dead by the
town.
time they get there.
True.
Maybe, but they're all I know
Average
is
time's like 15 minutes, man.
he's zipping around town. He's murdering people. People are murdering him, and like even the people around when they're filming this, no one
They don't
cares. No one reacts.
Yeah. They're like, man.
Just another
What are you
day.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure there was other people at that place he was eating.
Yeah.
when he got harpooned. And
He was
no
eating
one,
a place.
Yeah,
Shit.
that's why they harpooned him.
Yeah. No. I just thought that like every time something's happening, like everybody just goes about their day. Like shit, man. I gotta make the sale. I don't care.
Well, I mean, probably about right.
Except the guy who screams at the top of his lung he's getting carjacked.
Oh, it was kind of funny the first time. And I emphasis on kind of when he's like, "I'm being carjacked," and they both said it at the same time.
Yeah.
And then
I hate that they
every
both
time,
looked right into the camera for it. Like, I'm being carjacked. And just straight on.
I
like,
didn't mind it. I almost didn't mind it, except for the fact that every time he's reliving that moment, it's always that. It's always that. He's always saying it, and it's like he's trying to kind of, like you said, speed run. Why? Who cares? Don't mock him. Don't just get in the car. Go.
Well, at that point, he doesn't care anymore. He's just having
Maybe
fun.
he did that, and that's why he got hit by the bus. So he knows he has to say that to kill enough time.
Wouldn't he miss the bus even more if he didn't say that?
Who knows?
I guess maybe he'd hit it. I don't know, man. Maybe he hit another car or something. I don't know. It's no. And furthermore, when it comes to the assassins, when he walked into the place with the minigun and was shooting the door, would he have hit Kaboom? I mean, I'm just asking.
So if you look, everyone else was shot in the chest and Kaboom was shot in the head.
Yeah, they didn't really show anything. But I'm
Well,
just
you can
just
see a bunch of
curious.
holes in his head.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Legitly?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
I didn't
but-
notice that either.
I wasn't really looking.
Guess they thought of everything in this movie.
Yeah.
And
I think Kaboom's first kill on him was my favorite kill in the movie. Oh, where they're just walking through the parking lot. He's like, boop, just sticks it on his back and
Yeah.
keeps walking.
Didn't he call him like a freaky dwarf or something?
Yeah.
I was like, damn. And
they said a lot of stuff like that. I'm like, I'm surprised this movie is not from like 2003 or something. Because like, I feel like they couldn't get away with that.
I call this little cocky motherfucker Kaboom.
What's up, pretty boy?
Fucking weirdo dwarf, what are you doing?
Oh, I don't like that attitude.
I've given them all nicknames. Pam, Smiley, the German twins, Roy number 2, who just happens to be some asshole who looks exactly like me.
everything just worked out.
But that's the way it goes, man.
Oh, that brought up probably the worst thing about this movie is he goes to this video game tournament and he's like, oh yeah, video games are fucking stupid. It's like, what are you, a 40-year-old virgin? Get out of here. Like, shit talking.
Wait, you say a 4-year-old virgin?
40.
Oh, I was like, that's pretty normal.
No, 40. No, because he's talking to the guy who's running the tournament.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's just shitting on video games.
Yeah.
And it cuts to like 2 minutes later and he's in his son's, yeah, I fucking love video games. You love video games? I love video games.
He's trying to get along with his son.
Yeah. It's like
Sometimes
he's being...
you gotta lie a little bit.
he's
His
being
son
so-
doesn't even know it's his son, though, right?
Yeah.
His son doesn't even know it's his son.
He's just like, hey, I'm your mom's friend. Let's go play video games.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's a weird
He's gonna invite the
situation.
dude from the diner.
You want to wrestle?
It's it's really weird, but no, I
He's just totally being completely fake so his son will like him.
yeah, exactly.
It's like, what's going to happen if you do fix this? He's going to realize you're just a fake piece of shit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, asshole. Just don't die this time. Piece of cake.
I have one final thought I want to get out there, right? Okay, so at the end of the movie, he makes it to the Osiris spindle, and he walks in, and he's got to relive this day one last time, right? Okay, but this time, if he dies for real.
How great would it have been if instead of just like cutting to the credits, it's like he's like, all right, it's time to do this. He gets up just right in the head with the machete.
That would have been pretty funny. That would have been really good.
Yeah.
But my question is, if he gets through this day just right and lives, he is a murderer.
Oh, yeah.
Well, isn't he already?
No.
What is he?
He's like a
No,
guy.
Former military
Yeah, I thought he was
guy.
a former
Oh.
military who's already murdered tons of people and done this.
No,
a million
and that's
times.
fine. I'm not saying like he's going to be like, oh my God, so much blood on my hands.
I mean, I
no,
feel like-
he's a murderer in the eyes of society. He is going to prison.
In action movies, the good
matter.
guy never gets even talked to about all of the murders and weird stuff that's surrounding him and all the fires and like stolen cars and stuff that he's had to do because it was for a good
The
reason.
only other role I've ever seen him play is a bad guy. So
For a good reason, but
Yeah, somehow
how can
everybody
you
knows.
even?
Somehow everybody knows.
How
It's
can
fine.
you even? Look, there's nothing to
how
show.
do you justify shooting 9 people in a hallway with a minigun?
I don't know, but that's why I don't get like all
That
this
one
stuff's
doesn't
gonna
seem
happen.
like self-defense to me.
And like the police are going to show up and be like, oh, what happened here? You see, officers, he made a time machine.
Okay.
And my wife said,
Oh,
my,
hey, you know
my
what?
ex-wife said I had to kill
Hey,
him.
that's pretty good. He's going to go with pleading insanity.
Oh, maybe. But I don't know. I'm
Yeah, but this is how it always
I
is in action
really
movies.
wanted him at the end when he's like walking in there. He's like, okay, let's try this. And he's going to be like, hey, this weekend, sailing. You know, because they're supposed to go
Oh,
sailing
yeah.
on the weekend.
oh, that's right. That's
But he
right.
never mentioned it. I was really
Forgot
sad
about
about it.
That's
Yeah.
because he doesn't care. He's saying whatever he has to his son to get the intel to get back with the wife. He doesn't care about the son.
Also, maybe the wife did this on purpose so that he will be thrown in prison, and she's mad at him for all the things he did.
Yeah.
And she gets out of her job, which she hates.
Yeah. Oh,
so really,
man.
it's all about her.
She's the
Whoa.
mastermind.
She's a mastermind. She set all
Yeah.
this up.
Well, she had a time machine, so she went back in time and tried this out a million times to find the best way to do it. And the best way to do it was to get him to do it in the butt.
Also,
I mean,
to have him do it in the end. I get what you're saying.
in the end. The rear
yeah.
I
The
got
butt.
you. I
said it.
Yeah, it's you're just using that hip lingo. I don't know. I got nothing.
What's that noise?
I got nothing else. This movie was a sight to behold. Now let's behold our final thoughts and ratings.
All right.
I just want to rip the Band-Aid off. I'm going first.
All right.
I have a list.
A list.
I have a
God.
list of,
These are my final thoughts.
and these are all of my ratings.
Yes. Things I hate most. My things I hate most.
Wow.
Wow.
Waiting to die scenes. I hate every time he screws something up and he's just like, waits to die.
I was glad he
That was
started
fine.
shooting himself at the end.
Yeah.
The I'm being carjacked scenes, as I talked about before, hated them. The unnecessary cryptic messages from his ex, hated those. Unnecessary.
Right, yeah.
The sparsely shoehorned game-themed shit did not work with this movie. How about the unlikability of the main character? Didn't like him.
Yeah, that was bad.
The cluelessness of the highly trained and educated people to forward the plot and story. I hated. That's my list. So that being said, I'm going to give this movie a 4 because the only good things I can say is there are some laughable moments. I did chuckle a few times, and the cinematography is fine. It's not like, groundbreaking or nothing, but that's fine. The graphics are pretty good with the exception of the Chinese sword blade going through Guan Yin at the end. That's so CG, and even when it's sticking out of the guy's head, it's kind of cheesy. Didn't like those. Didn't like either of those. So yeah, I'm giving it a 4. Like, this is on the same platform for me as The Return of Swamp Thing. I can take either one.
I want to go next.
Nope.
All right, Mike, let's see what you got.
It's because you said this is on the same level as Return from Swamp Thing. I was like, yeah, no, I would completely agree with that.
Yeah.
I just thought, it was a little bit more enjoyable.
Oh, okay.
Swamp Thing how long was that movie? It felt really long.
It wasn't that long, right?
No.
It was
It's an hour and 20.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's like the
20
exact
minutes.
same length. I think this movie did feel quicker than Swamp Thing, so it gets a 4.5.
Oh. I'd rather watch Swamp Thing. I like the fat kid. Cracks me up.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
imagine if the fat kid was in this.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I mean, he wouldn't be the same kid anymore.
He was the hunter. But he was the guy harpooning him.
Could have been. Holy crap. Huh. All right. 4.5.
I don't know. It's a seriously shut your brain off and watch it type movie, and you'll enjoy it. Mm-hmm. But other than that, just don't pay attention.
Don't pay attention to this movie, so why put it on in the first place? Lydia, what do you got?
Yeah. There were some things.
Uh-huh.
Pretty much just like the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it for the most part. It's a 3.5.
Whoa!
Somewhere
3.5.
in there.
It's there. We see it. 3.5.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I probably wouldn't watch it again.
I don't think
I
I'll watch
wouldn't
it
have
again.
picked it.
I've watched it
I'll watch
twice.
it again.
No, I did my time.
It was okay.
Russell, it is on you. Bring us home.
There are a lot of options if you want to watch a movie like this.
Mm-hmm.
There are probably, I could name at least 5 other ones. And I talked about this earlier, but I just want to go over this again because it's the biggest problem I have with the movie is to put a tracking device in his tooth so that you can follow him back to his house and then kill him. Doesn't make any sense. It is a huge hole. Normally I'm into that, but not today. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I like Swamp Thing much more. I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Oh, what did you give Swamp Thing?
Like a
It
6.
was like a 6.5.
Yeah.
I thought the difference is both the movies sucked, but at least Swamp Thing had some creativity.
Yeah.
There was like some stuff that was just weird. This movie, I've seen it before, but this was just a letdown of what I've seen before. It was like turning the volume down on the fun.
Wow. Well, there you go. Boss level. Turn the volume down on the fun. That's going to do it for this week's episode. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, bell stuff, whatever you got to do.
Bell
I don't
stuff.
care. Bell stuff.
Stuff that bell.
Stuff,
Don't know what that means. It sounds sexual, but stuff it.
stuff that
Stuff it.
bell. And join us next week for an all-new episode when it's going to be Lydia's pick.
It's
What?
my back. Oh, am I supposed to tell you right now?
Nope.
No, right? Yeah. You looked at me like I was supposed to tell you. I was so confused.
I'm
Nope.
guessing Mrs. Doubtfire.
No, but I thought about it.
No, it's probably like Tommy Boy, Dumb and Dumber.
No. Not this time.
Flubber.
Oh my god, I
bringing that
watched
up
that not too
Holy
long
shit.
ago.
Why? That was terrible.
It's really bad. It's worse than I remember.
I
Really?
haven't
Yeah.
seen Flubber since I was like a kid. I would.
I hated it then. Nope.
When the movie first started and I seen the main character guy, right? I'm like, oh, yes. Okay. After that,
After
that
you got
died out.
excited.
Yeah. After my excitement, and also, you're what?
Nothing. Just can hear like you're just really fired up.
am.
You're just going on and on. You're like, "Grr."
they're keeping such a close eye on her. They're watching her do all this stuff, and it's just like I'm not buying in on this.
oh my god, these things.
Penis.
Whoa.
Toilet mic.
Oh, there he is.
That's the word of the day. Oh. Is it?
Remix. Is that his board?
Yeah.
And we're all got to do our phones real quick.
Why not? Might as well
In a movie theater. I don't know. I don't know. It just
I don't know.
he's an awful person, and that's why I'm like,
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
Joe Macalillo didn't play you.
Who is that
He
one?
would never do that.
Never.
No.
Nope.
He's a great guy.
He is. Yep.
I don't remember him.
Him and Pee Wee.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
That guy.
Now I get it.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
I like how you said
another
him.
hair up guy would have been
Yes.
perfect.
And he's
Yeah.
beefcakey, a little bit taller, more charisma. Yeah.
He's too nice of a guy.
He is too nice of a guy. Very nice. He would not have played this part. In fact, actually, maybe he's like, I want to play this part, and his manager's like, no, this isn't you, man. It's not you.
Like, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh man, could you imagine that? Like he gets up, gets out of bed, goes over, and instead of the coffee, he grabs a root beer barrel, chucks it in the guy's face. He's like, oh my eye.
Oh my God, yes! Pee Wee and Joe need to mock this movie.
That'd be
Pee Wee can
awesome.
play like the villain guy.
Yes.
Oh, it'd be so fun.